are you doing? Merry Xmas.
I've got like
Day after.
exhaustion.
Day after Christmas.
Exhaustion.
Holy mackerel.
I'm exhausted. It was 2 busy days of nonstop. I mean, I hardly read, for crying out loud.
I know. It's all right.
It came in like a wrecking ball.
It
did. It
fucking.
I think between
What's that little dude's name?
Elf on the Shelf. I think between full holiday days of like 8 or 9 hours between baking and having family over, and then staying up late every night, my body is like a big no cussing for 90 seconds, but a big F you. No, you didn't.
I said holy.
Oh, you're the worst, dude.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
The bar is open with Beth and Greg.
Hope everyone had a wonderful Merry Christmas.
I hope so too.
Hope Santa brought you. Yep, those are room temperature.
Everything you wanted.
Everything they wanted.
Yeah, can you go out and share the show on whatever. Just
that
places.
thing?
Just places and stuff.
Yeah, you got it.
That would be awesome. You guys, it's Saturday, it's the day after. And we're all tired. Everybody's tired, I think.
Well, it's
we've been staying up till like fucking 3 o'clock in the morning every night.
Seriously.
Though. I don't even understand why. It's been like the past 3 days. Why? Why are we staying up so late?
Well, yesterday because we drank.
You drank.
I did drink.
But you had she has a glass of wine?
No, I had a small glass of wine with dinner.
Yeah.
You had some wine.
Kicked you like the.
And then I had the half of the bottle that was left after dinner. I was like, it's open. I may as well drink it.
Yeah.
And it just, oh, damn it. I forgot to share it with you. Hold on.
It's okay.
And it just kind of escalated from there. Because then I was like, oh, I'll just have a couple of my nice cold chilled White Claws. And next thing I know, I had like 6 of those. So it's like, wow. I just decided to go all out.
It's good. Nothing wrong with that. I'm going to check this real quick. I changed up some stuff. The intro song's a little different.
Yeah, it's got a great
different.
Little, me and my bass.
The audio sounds good. We're good. Yeah, so we've got a bunch of shit to talk about tonight. It's Saturday, the day after the apocalypse.
So, how are you guys coping? Like, is everybody else exhausted? Like, what's your ritual the day after Christmas? Like, ours was different. You went to jiu-jitsu. Yeah. I thought about going for a nice little.
She's like, I'm gonna go for a walk. No, I'm not gonna go for a walk.
I was like, I should go get a little exercise in while Greg's at jiu-jitsu. And I sat there and I was like, nah.
I'm going to read some more of my book.
Maybe tomorrow. This book is taking me forever to get through. I'm
What's the book?
Damn it.
Do you remember the name of it?
It's called, I don't have to remember because it's right here at my fingertips. It's called Eating Her Christmas Cookie. I knew you were going to make a face.
What did you just say?
Eating Her Christmas Cookies. Or cookie? Eating Her Christmas Cookies. All-day romantic comedy.
A holiday romantic.
And it's,
what the hell are you into nowadays? Now it's food,
she's a baker.
Porn.
She's a baker.
That's hardcore.
And she's in a food competition.
A swingers food competition.
Like a food competition.
They're just throwing
they've got the main male character, his stalker's in there. She's got a Christmas stalker, Santa stalker. It's funny. I mean, there's been plenty of times I've laughed out loud, and then there's had times I was like, why am I reading this book? But my theory, once I'm 50%, I gotta
finish that shit out. Yeah, no, I hear ya.
But here's the funny thing is it's got like additional
what's going on?
Different 3 other stories that are tied into this, because this is a series called what did it say? The Frost Brother book 1.
What's going on?
And there's book 2 and book 3. But so yeah, eating her Christmas cookies, and I thought that's gonna be interesting. I should see what it's
eating
about.
Your Christmas cookies.
I knew you were gonna do that when I was said the name of it. Greg's gonna be like, "What the hell are you watching?"
No, it's awesome.
Or reading.
Awesome. So go out and visit the bar is open. Beth and Greg on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Where if you're checking this out, check this out on YouTube. But if you're watching from Facebook, there's an open app little thing at the top. You can kick over to the YouTube stream, and you can actually click on live chats.
I'm putting the link up there now.
And Beth's putting the link out there. But check that out. And then if you don't get a chance to watch it here, share it on Instagram or on Spotify and on iTunes now, so it's kind of cool. Kind of cool we got that shit rolled up. I think this meme is appropriate. It came in like a wrecking ball.
Sometimes, right?
It's pretty much how it goes. But the other meme that I really think is appropriate is this one.
Oh, hold on. Give me a second. I'm pasting.
Uh-oh. It's the day after Christmas, and I'm now bored with all my gifts. And all the candy is gone, and I've spent all my Christmas money. But New Year's is coming up, so I got that going for me, which is nice. It's pretty much how we're all living now.
Is it up there?
It's on the stream.
Oh, well, mine just isn't caught up yet then.
Yeah. But that's really how it pretty much is. You're not going to see this the same time I am.
No, I know. I'm just. Oh, there it is. Oh, it's the
Bill Murray.
Bill Murray. I said almost Eddie Murphy. Yeah.
Eddie Murphy.
Do you know that was on this week a couple times? I almost
Caddyshack?
Yeah, I almost watched it, but every time I came in, it was like an hour into it, and I was like, I probably should watch from the beginning.
She's never seen Caddyshack.
I've never seen Caddyshack.
It's just the weirdest.
We know. I've also never seen Animal House.
Airplane, Animal House. Have you seen Porky's?
I've seen bits and pieces of Airplane.
You seen Porky's?
I think I saw it one time in college.
You ever seen Meatballs?
Wicked High. So I'm going to say I've seen it, but I haven't seen it.
You were on Wicked High. You never
right.
smoked.
I never smoked weed in college ever.
I like your earrings.
What did you say? What was the other one? Porky's.
Porky's, Meatballs.
What's Meatballs?
Another kind of Porky's type. Just 80s crude humor.
No, I'm going to not worry about those ones either, because if I haven't heard of them, then they can't possibly be that good. Sleeping off the bad whiskey. Amen, D.
She's sleeping off the
bad whiskey.
You don't drink whiskey.
Yeah, she does. No, she.
You.
She said Jesus. Sleeping off the bad whiskey. Just shh. It's okay. I got this.
You sure?
I got this.
Go for it. Take it over.
So
handle it.
Baby, you don't need me to handle stuff. You might never get it back if you give me free reign.
Big topic of the day. Everybody's
well,
worn
did you,
out, like I said. We're all broke. All we got is
Did you like your Christmas presents, even though that was your big major one?
This was my Christmas present. Hell yeah.
What else did you get?
I got this. My Tractor Supply hat. Goddamn right.
He came home talking about, I almost bought this hat. It was so cool. And I was like, I'm pretty sure I could go.
It's a $7
get
Tractor Supply hat. I'm like, you know what? As you get older, like, shit doesn't have to be expensive. I don't need a $40 fucking hat anymore. I can do a $7 Tractor Supply. I've got plenty of $40 hats. Don't get me wrong. But
I was about to say, don't act like you
a
don't still buy those.
$7 Tractor Supply hat it covers just as well.
And here's the thing. They have them in multiple colors, so you could have one for every day of the week if you wanted.
You know what's good about Tractor Supply?
It's inexpensive. Yeah, I know, down the street.
From this house.
Yeah.
And we used to go to Harbor Freight. If they had Harbor Freight hats, I don't think they do.
I don't know.
They're a little more.
That is a nice hat though, and it fits you well.
Yeah. And if I get it all sweaty and gross, you don't care. I can go buy another one for $7.
And you will get it sweaty and gross.
Hey guys, thanks so much for chiming in or joining in. Nico, what's happening?
Nico asked what we got for Christmas.
Ian, what's happening?
I will say my big gifts were my earbuds. AirPods, which are really cool.
She's got every frigging.
I'm an Apple girl.
Apple product already. There's.
They sound amazing.
It's one of these weird things this year. It's like as we've kind of gone through the year, we're like, hey, we need this, or she needed a new phone. She had to get a new phone. She had a 7S for 5 years,
something pretty close to that.
4 years. And then she got an iPad last year, and then certain things like that. It was like,
I have a feeling though in the next year or so, I'll probably need a new iWatch. Because it's starting to run out of memory space. Like every time I have to do downloads, like, please clear space. I'm like, motherfucker, I don't have time to clear space. First of all, I'd have to understand how to clear space.
Delete like.
But you have to do it. You have to do it through the app.
You
have to do it through the app on the phone and not through the actual watch. And so sometimes it's like, you want me to do, and I need to what? But so what else? I got some other I got lots of great workout clothes.
Got a bunch of clothes. It was very clothes heavy.
It was clothes heavy.
Yeah.
I got some great jewelry.
Some earrings. What do you call it?
Some charms for my charm bracelet.
For
some Brighton charms and earrings.
She's got some Victoria's Secrets.
I did. Unmentionables that I'm mentioning.
Yep.
They're very pretty. I swear to you, the leggings that you got me from Victoria's Secret, I'm living in those already. Like I told him, I'm probably gonna need some more.
So we had this conversation.
Okay.
You were getting a little too comfortable in your fucking sweatpants.
Oh, come on. It's COVID.
Nope,
it's cold.
Don't give a shit.
I'm at home. You're the only person in the whole world I know that does not get comfortable. Like I can even when we're
are you
here
talking about?
working, I come home from the gym, or if I'm
And
not
I'm in
going to the gym,
jeans or
I'm in jeans. I put on sweatpants or shorts the minute I'm done with work.
put on them damn
you,
leggings and
you stay in jeans all day.
Yeah.
No, that's weird.
I'm an adult.
No. Most people get comfy at some point. But so, yeah. But I told you, I love those leggings. I'll wear those leggings. Go on and give me 2 more pairs.
No, they're too expensive. No.
Then I'm going to wear
the
sweats.
whole broke conversation we
Then
had.
I'm going to wear
beginning of
sweats.
this? No, she's got enough goddamn leggings now.
I do. I got great. Then just a bunch of good stuff that I needed.
We had a fun Christmas. Her dad came over, which was awesome.
The food.
The food.
The
We'll get into that in a
food.
minute. Yeah, we had some good
was
food and
swoon-worthy.
stuff. Okay. So if you've ever been to my house during karaoke time, it's not us karaokeing.
Chuck.
It's our goddamn neighbors. They're not even neighbors. They live. They're
Across the ditch.
There's this giant.
Are they what, 50
property,
yards, 25 yards?
50, 75 yards.
I don't think
Just
they're
over
75,
there.
but like 50. But they have their outside yard.
It's for like
speakered up.
weddings.
Yeah, they
and
do
stuff like
venues
that.
at their house, and
there's
I think they're an
people-
Airbnb.
What were they singing? Was that yesterday morning or this morning?
Yeah, yesterday morning because I
Christmas
came in
morning,
Christmas
they
morning,
are
and I'm
singing
there. It
gangster
is
rap.
gangster rap and talking about the JJs and
On
We-
baby
and-
Jesus' birthday.
and Winkies. I mean, just full out pussy and dick flying out of the mouth as the song is playing.
Of
I
like
was like,
12-year-old kids.
yeah, and the kids were running around, and I was like, are your parents not awake yet?
No. No, they're drunk,
Um,
hung out in
The
the back.
dogs are barking
hung
at
over in
them
the back
because
of,
it's
like-
so loud and they don't know what's going on. I was like, and I literally walked in the house. I was like, this is exactly what I want to hear on baby Jesus' birthday is a rap song about human
Rap.
anatomy.
No, dude. Tonight. Sorry, Chuck. Tonight, I swear to God, I heard WAP.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
I absolutely heard that. And some white-ass girl back there going, turn it up, turn it up. And I'm
Well,
like,
when
I
they
walk
started-
in, I was like, literally, there's a chick out back screaming to turn.
Well, I paused the TV
Holy
because they
fuck.
had it so loud I could hear it over the TV.
Yeah.
And you know I'm tired and
I
grumpy.
thought it was somebody singing
in
out
front of the yeah. You know I'm tired and grumpy when I was like, if these bitches haven't quieted down by 9 p.m., I am calling the cops. I don't give
She
a
went
fuck.
She went total Karen.
And they did, but I was laughing
didn't call,
because
though.
I didn't call. I said till 9 p.m. But I was laughing because at some point it was like they were having a fucking like people were wooing and cheering, and I bet you they had fucking lighters and cell phones lit up, waving to whoever was doing the karaoke because it was like a full-on venue over there. But somebody else either complained or the parents
They'll
came
be
out
back
and
on.
said,
No, this is the thing. They quiet down, and then they'll be back on at like
1 in the morning.
11 or
Yeah.
what? Or yeah, it's some fucking bullshit.
I will,
Hey, cheers, everybody.
I will call the cops. No, I won't. Not
It's
really.
been a minute. Welcome to Bars Open, Beth and Greg. I'm Greg. That's Beth. And if you haven't tuned into this show in a bit, this is it. It's just her getting feisty with
I
everybody and
don't
me
get
trying to
feisty
deal with the
everybody.
rest of everything that's in her wake.
So, yeah, you know, last night, if they
Yeah.
probably would have played some music because I was drinking, I probably would have danced in my house. I would have.
Oh, if there was like karaokeers out there like actually being able to sing and not just being like, you get it like a
And
wrecking
just not
ball.
somebody like me who can't sing and is totally deaf. Yes. Or just really good music. I probably would have danced. But it's kind of funny because we have a new neighbor that just bought the house, 2 houses down?
Yeah.
I
They're
bet you,
probably
I bet
like,
you they were
"What
like,
in the
what
actual
the
fuck?"
hell did we get into? And
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, thank goodness it
Nice
doesn't
family
happen.
bought the house, 2 doors. Nice quiet community.
Yeah.
Gated. Fucking nope. You got the outsiders living the fucking the hell's that movie? I can't remember it. Squeal like a pig, boy.
Oh.
That family lives back there.
No, that's not who they are. But
Kind of.
they probably were like, what the what? And how often is this going to happen?
Let's get
Luckily,
into
it
the
doesn't
shit.
happen.
So did you see? I'm sure a lot of people saw the Nashville bombing that happened yesterday
Oh,
morning.
Yeah.
Really interesting.
Deliverance. Yes. Thank you.
Deliverance. Thank
Ruben.
you. Really interesting. Not funny at all, but very interesting. Is it happened at like 4:30 or something like that
In the morning?
5 o'clock in the morning or something like that.
See, I haven't read up on it
6:30?
because
Shit,
you know
I
me with
watched
that
the
kind
video
of
a
stuff.
little bit from the FBI, and they parked like an RV, and then they started. I don't know if it was kind of 2 different things, and correct me if I'm wrong on the boards, whatever. But they had some firing, like some shots fired,
Gunshots?
or they called in a shots fired
Okay.
call to police department, right? And then they started playing for 15 minutes a countdown, like 15 minutes until a bomb is going to explode.
Oh, they
and then
were
would
saying
play
this?
music like "Please evacuate."
The people who were doing it?
Whoever put that van there had like a big loud.
At least they asked people to
speaker.
evacuate, and they weren't just assholes.
And then they did it 14, 13, 12. So they were. But what happens?
God,
is
could
it
you imagine?
Brings in
More people because
I
people are.
need you to connect your cable, because I sent you a link on it.
Oh,
And but what's that bring in? It brings in. That's it right there. Oh, did we drop it? Sorry, there you go. But who's that going to bring in? It's going to bring in your local authorities, right?
your
law
local authorities and
law enforcement
news people.
Well, law enforcement to come in, right? And so that's kind of one of the weird situations on this is that did it draw in other people, right? Because at fucking minute zero, the thing exploded, and it's right next to the AT&T building, which is like telecommunications in that area. So like cell phones went down, police communications went down, like a whole bunch of shit went down, like infrastructure shit went down, right? So it's very interesting, and it for me. Go out and watch this.
What am I supposed to be? You said
there's
connect.
a link that I sent you. It's like police department or something like that.
Nashville Police Chief Hale's 6
Yeah,
officers.
click on that and open that up, and then scroll towards the bottom. It's more about the cops. I want to kind of highlight real quick here in a minute, because ultimately, the cops there's like 5 or 6 of them that just took action, and they started evacuating all the buildings around there because there was people live there and stuff, and people who were just in the area, and they started evacuating everybody out. Right? They didn't even question the fact that this could be a joke or
Well,
anything.
you can't, unfortunately.
Which it's such a weird situation. So it reminded me, there's a show called Mind Hunt, and I mentioned this a few weeks ago. It's the deadly games about the Olympic bombing, right? Get into like episode 3 and 4 of that, and it's this dude that starts like he's setting up like peripheral bombs, like one bomb here, and then doing like a minor thing, and then it brings in the police department or bomb squads or whatever, and then they set off another one, right? So that you have it's just kind of fucking.
So you get more casualties, law enforcement casualties that way?
Yeah, which is fucked up. I mean,
Right.
it's super fucked up when you think about that, right? And is it on?
Mhm.
So you're at the police department, but these 6, I think it was 5 or 6
6.
cops.
Yeah, I just counted.
So
the first one is Officer
tell me this, come on.
Brianna Hosey.
Hang on 1 second. I'm gonna fix this damn thing because
It does that every time, huh?
in the wrong spot.
Well, they can still see it there, though.
Yeah,
can't
it's
they?
just a little small. It's all right. I'll fix it in 2 seconds.
So Brianna Hosey.
Yep.
I think that's how you say her last name. James
Hang on
Lullen.
1 second. Give it 1 minute.
Lullen.
I'll make it bigger here in 2 seconds.
There you go. It's big.
There you go.
So here's Brianna.
Sorry, I got a TV behind the camera, and I just can't see.
Here's James Lullen. Michael Sippos.
Yeah.
He's only been with them for 18 months.
So go back and look at it. Tells you
So
the time
she's been
they've
4
with them.
years. James is with them for 3. Michael's been with them for 18 months, about a year and a half. Amanda, 21 months.
Yep. And that's the
Jeffster James Wells, also 21 months.
There's Sergeant coming up. Yeah.
And 11 years, Sergeant Timothy
He's
Miller.
I mean, I'm
was the
sure they were all the
squad
ones,
leader.
but yeah.
Yeah.
But it's incredible that there weren't more casualties.
So how many
there was
casualties
3
were
people
there?
that were injured. They said I don't want to speculate. There
Right.
was some other things, but 3 people were injured and they're expected to survive. But it's just a fucked up situation when you have people like.
It's
What's
just
the motive behind that?
yeah,
It's fucked
and
up.
I know you said something because I got something an alert today that said they had possible suspects, and you said something like 500
Well, they had 500 leads.
leads.
Like that means different ways to. that
Right.
they're
I mean, they
working
could
together.
all like
Yeah.
100 of them could be pointing to the same thing, but that's
Yeah,
the way they've come in.
absolutely.
They've got to
I
investigate.
don't know. But it's
Who's nobody and nobody's taken
not yet.
credit.
Yeah, I don't know, but it was an interesting. It's a fucked up. If you look at like Nashville, like downtown, that's like the party. So that was the other thing is
I want to go to Nashville
they
because I've
didn't-
heard it's a blast.
they didn't target like prime time for people. They were telling people to evacuate.
That's the only thing that's kind of weird. It's like more they were trying to do it for
A statement,
exposure or statement
or
or-
about that building, or they were trying to call in police off. You never know.
right.
You
So
don't
here's
know.
the thing. I bet you though that the one good thing that'll come out of that because it impacted police communications that they'll have to find a way because that, I mean, now you've got to find a way for when that happens to still be able to communicate,
multiple
right?
ways. Yeah, they have multiple ways. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
So
interesting.
hopefully they find out who did this.
Fuck
and
yeah.
we can.
The FBI's on it. See how that goes.
You know, here's the thing that I don't get though. I mean, I get people still get away with crimes, but it's less and less frequent somebody really gets away with this shit because
they've got video of like
there's
the
always
RV
something
coming in. They've got
I mean, I'm sure there's video of
with
the
all the
RV with the license
CCTV
plate, and they're gonna be able to go back to
cameras.
see where it came from and who rented it, if it was rented, or who owned it. I mean, if it was stolen, that would probably be a little
fucking bomb.
That might be a little bit like if Junior stole it out of Mrs. Smith's backyard, they may have a hard time finding out that Junior stole it. But
it's Mindhunter.
I just
Chuck.
I have to believe that hopefully they will be able to find out who did this.
Mindhunt.
And on Christmas Day, I mean, come on, man. That's shitty. You don't need to ruin Christmas for someone forever.
Yeah, those people can just
If you lose a family member, Christmas is never going to be the same for you.
Right.
So.
All right, let's get back to a funny thing.
I love this.
All right, you guys seen? I know we've seen.
We've seen
but
it.
the new
Match.com.
Match.com commercial. It's been around for what, a week or two or three, something like that. It's where Satan and
I'm gonna see if I can find it 'cause it's hilarious.
come up. You can't play it.
Oh, you
but you
can't?
can put
Okay.
an image of it.
That's okay. But it is. She was like Satan. He was like 2020, and she says, "You can call me 2020."
Yeah, it's just hilarious. And like
isn't it Taylor Swift song that starts playing in the background? I think.
Taylor Swift?
I
Maybe.
think
I don't
so.
know. But I honestly think that that's like the best commercial of 2020.
Oh, absolutely.
Right?
I mean, it's just damn funny.
It's like, it reminds me of the devil. What was okay, you guys are all on the up and up about movies. Ruben or whomever. What was the one with the movie with, God damn it,
What's the premise of the movie?
Tom Cruise.
Okay.
The first movie he made. What was that?
Cocktail?
Nope. Where
Risky
it had
Business?
the devil in it and all that. It was not the Dark Crystal. That's the wrong movie.
Oh, where he's
Where the devil has
unicorn
the horns and all of that. What was that movie? But that's the devil that I imagine, that I picture. It's like almost exactly.
It is
the
almost
same.
exactly. And
Right?
she's feeding him peppers at
Yeah,
the
like
baseball
hot
field, I
peppers
think,
and all that
and
shit. Dude,
stealing toilet paper out of the women's
It's
restroom.
awesome. It's like, yep, that's 2020. 2020, just ruining your life.
Just ruining. You're so dramatic. Let's see. I can tell you the name of it.
All right,
Hold
what's the
on.
name of the movie? It's like right on the tip of my tongue, and it was like, I think that was Tom Cruise's first movie, or one of them. Yeah, I don't know.
It's on everyone's Legend.
Legend. That's what it's called.
It's
Legend.
1985.
The devil from that that me of the devil in that.
And that wasn't one of his first movies. All the Right Move came before that. Risky Business came before that. Losing It. The Outsiders. He had lots of movies before that. Endless Love. He was in Endless Love.
What the hell is that?
Uh,
I think that was before I was born.
Brooke Shields, I know, is in
Tom
it.
Cruise is like, what, 74?
No.
How old is Tom Cruise?
He's in his 50s, I think, like mid-50s, 56 maybe.
See that shit where he went bananas?
That's funny.
I will fire you and you and you and you.
He was born in 62.
That is like 60.
He's 58.
Holy shit. That motherfucker's still flying on the side of planes and stuff.
He looks damn good for 58.
Fuck yeah.
It's all the baby placentas he
I was
eats.
just, if I was drinking baby juice, I'd be
Baby juice.
fucking.
Sounds so gross. I don't know that baby placenta sounds any better, but baby juice, I'm like, ew.
Just mix it with a little carrot and blend it.
Gross.
No?
No.
You don't do that?
I'm going to put some of that stuff your friend made you that you're supposed to let sit for 2 days.
Chris. Yeah.
Going to hell.
You want to feel old?
Yeah? No?
Like
I mean, I
real
do every
old-
day
real
anyways, so
old?
I do anyways, so what's the point? What?
Remember how you were looking for Pretty Women the other day?
Yeah.
So she finds Pretty Women
So okay,
on-
let's start
Yeah,
over by saying last Saturday it was on.
You got interrupted from watching
Right.
Pretty Women.
Because we ended up making a pit fire out back, and it was such a
And it
nice
was 10
fun
o'clock,
night.
and I had a fire going, and I was like, you wanted a fucking fire in the fireplace? Well, I got one in the pit
Yeah,
in the
and we
back.
ended up staying out there till like 1 o'clock in the morning. But
So anyway, she couldn't record it. Or
you could
whatever.
record it, but I didn't want to record it. But so then I went to look and see if I could find it on Amazon. Do you know it's still $20? Was it $20?
Hey, so Miss Kimiyankia, sorry, I suck at words. She said there's a part 2 to the Satan in 2020. Thank you.
Is there really?
We're going to have to go find that. I didn't know that. That's awesome.
I guess it's probably online. I don't know. Now I really got to go see it.
All right. So anyway, go back
so
to...
yeah, so then I'm trying to find it, and I'm pretty sure I think you had to pay $6 to rent it, and it was $20 to own, and I'm like...
I could have bought you the DVD in 1989.
Well, because then we looked up how when it was
came out
30 fucking years
came
ago.
out in 1990.
30 fucking years ago. Yeah. That's insane.
How old do you feel now? Were you alive?
She's older than me a little bit, just by like a couple years.
Maybe, right?
But he was 45 and she was 20 something at the time.
20.
No, she was 23.
Was that what it was?
Yes.
I remember. Yeah, 23.
She was 23 and he was like 45. And then I was like, oh my Lord. And then found it last night.
You know how old I was?
I don't even care because you're just gonna make me feel bad.
I was 14.
And 90? I was 20. So I found it. It was on last night. Super excited, right? Because
Cradle Robber.
No, honey. Remember my mom? You know what a cougar is? Yeah, that's what I used to be before Greg married me. You knew that and you still went out with him? Yes,
Tramp
mother.
stamp.
Yes, mother.
Her mom and her AARP.
AARP words of the month.
It was epic. She got her little back tattoo. Mom saw it the fucking first day she was there.
Yeah.
Bless her heart.
I miss that woman. Anyways.
Rest in peace.
So it was on last night. I found it. I forgot how much I liked that movie. And what did I say to you? I go, it's like the first Hallmark movie I ever saw is basically what it came down to.
Rich man comes and saves a poor,
but it was just,
struggling
and it had
prostitute.
so many great messages. Like, just it was a feel good moment.
Don't be a prostitute.
So I proceeded to
Message number 1: don't be.
I proceeded to get drunk while I watched Pretty
Woman. Or
Woman.
find and no kissing.
And no kissing.
No kissing
until she did kiss him.
If you're a prosty.
No, she didn't. She didn't kiss because that meant something.
Oh.
And so she wasn't going to kiss her Johns because it wasn't something. It wasn't.
BJs don't mean it.
Kissing?
No.
No. There's no emotion involved in BJs sometimes. It's just about doing the deed. I'm just saying.
I don't know what to tell you guys.
But so it was.
If your
so
wives look at you
it,
and they're like fucking just shaking their head and that's what they're doing, they're like, there's no emotion in this.
So if you haven't seen it, it's a great movie. It was fun.
This is not a child's episode.
None of them ever are, dude. Have you heard our mouths?
I wouldn't say they're childs. That's kind of. I wouldn't even want an adolescent or a young.
I don't know that.
To listen to this.
Would I let my 18-year-old?
Because you are not responsible.
Me. Okay. So you said there was a follow-up. Kirk Cameron's
fake TV brother is mad at him. We talked about this last week because he was out Christmas caroling.
What did he say?
Remember?
Yes.
He was like, I'm super upset with you, and I'm your fake TV brother.
Is that what he released?
I'm
your fake TV?
Cameron looked at the camera and
did he say I'm your fake TV brother, or are you just saying about that part?
I'm calling him. He was his fake TV brother.
Okay, but he was just like, I can't believe you're irresponsible kind of thing, maybe? Yeah. That's so funny. Everybody's got an opinion.
Yep.
What do I always say?
I'm fairly certain the dude hasn't done shit in Hollywood.
I don't want actors to give me their opinion. I just want them to act.
Years.
That's all I want them for.
I don't need them to do anything.
I just want them to act. Don't.
Half of them I don't even want to act.
Don't be a real person in front of me. I just want your character to amuse me.
Right.
That may be bitchy, and some people may judge me for that, but that's how I feel about most movie stars. Don't have anything up here. They're not
just like. No.
Sometimes they're not the brightest bulb. I mean, come on. Pauly Shore.
You know who's pretty smart? That dude from
some of them are wicked smart.
Deadpool.
Who's the guy?
He's kind of fun.
Ryan Reynolds?
Yeah.
He's beautiful. Doesn't matter what he's got up here. I'm not even going that far. I don't get past this with
Mike
him.
Tyson?
And this with
Mike
him.
Tyson's pretty good.
What's that? Dolph Lundgren? You said he's fucking brilliant.
Yeah, that dude's got like 9 degrees. And
when you were like
a physicist.
Science
and
or biology or physicist. Yes. I was like, what?
That dude, yeah. But then again, he was in like movies with fucking Jean-Claude Van Damme where he's eating ears and shit. So whatever.
Eating
like,
ears.
Maybe a rocket scientist and
hey,
you get paid, you get paid.
He was smart and got his degree and then was like, I'm gonna act.
What'd What'd you rip out now?
Didn't rip out anything. It fell off my
There's
lap.
too many cables back here. You don't even know what it looks like. You can go back a few episodes and see what it actually looks like.
So yeah, so we'll, I'm sure that Kirk Cameron took this fake brothers feedback and stopped the caroling. I'm sure it totally just straightened him right out.
Absolutely.
Wronged him of his, or fixed him of his wrong ways.
Meanwhile, fake TV brother's probably gonna like meth overdose in like a week because he looked like
I don't
a
even
kind
know
of a
who he is.
half
Who is he?
crack addict. I don't know. I was just scrolling through some shit to look at for tonight, and it was kind of funny. Hey, prime rib update. We did a prime rib last night.
Oh my gosh, it was
Came
so
out good. So that's the food we ate. We had prime rib, mashed
You guys,
potatoes.
we put pictures out, so hopefully you had a
The
chance to see
mashed
them.
potatoes came out dope as shit.
We had the broccoli
Prime
rice
rib.
cheddar
But
casserole.
your sausage roll thing.
Oh, in the
we
morning.
posted some picture. Did I ever post those? Fuck. I don't think I ever
No.
posted them. I'll post some pictures. But her sausage roll,
Delicious.
that's the family recipe that she does every Christmas morning. Get it?
Only time we get it is once a year. So when we get it, we're like, woohoo!
Yep.
And I
We've
made
got
3 loaves of it this
extra,
year
and we
because I
get-
was
we gained
like,
a bunch away, but yeah, that was good. But the prime rib we did, and it was made with My Family Seasonings from who's a friend of ours. We'd never tried them before.
no, it
And
was so good.
putting a lot of prime
can't-
ribs are
I can't wait to
fucking
try
not
all the
cheap.
other ones. No.
We did a smaller one. It was still like what, $70?
Yeah, it was only 5.5 pounds, I think.
Yeah, something like that. And it came
The
out-
Connors did like enough
awesome.
to feed like 8 people. I was like, I can't even imagine how expensive that one.
Yeah.
Hamburger seasoning, that's the one we're gonna try next.
Yeah, hamburger. They got seafood.
And I love them because they have the Ziploc.
So yeah, I
So
only
you don't have
used
to use
half
it.
of
Yeah,
on
you
like
don't
that
have
big
to
5
because that's my
pounder.
biggest pet peeve with a lot of products. Chips. Put a fucking Velcro.
One thing is
or
make
a
sure you
Ziploc.
shake the shit out of it.
Yeah,
So that was one thing
Mixes
that
it
I
all.
noticed. Yeah, I had to
it was
shake
so
the shit
good
out of it.
though.
Came out good.
As
Within
much as I
what-
loved
would
the
you say
rare
within,
meat-
like because you came out in the garage and I was hanging out in the garage getting this working on some shit
Right.
here, and you were like, I can already smell it.
Oh,
I
like
can already smell the seasoning.
15 minutes in, I was like, this house smells delicious.
Yeah, we
It
did
was
it
really
for
good.
an hour and 25 minutes.
We probably
and then
did it
let
more like an
rest-
hour and 45.
Hour
by the
45
time we
and
were
let it
done.
rest for 30. And it came out.
Wonderful.
Perfect.
We have leftovers. I think that we're going to eat it on Monday.
Yep.
But we haven't
So-
decided if we're going to eat it
You
as
guys are
prime
interested,
rib.
go check it out.
Prime rib with side items or a French dip might be really
Yeah.
good.
Go check them out. They're friends of ours. They started this business 8 years ago. Her mom did, and it is literally a family business.
It was definitely delicious. I
Yeah.
can't wait to try
so
more of them.
lots of cool shit to go check out. You can buy them in grocery
And they're in the
stores.
grocery stores. So
Yeah. So
somebody said they were in Publix. We know they're in HEB. I'm sure that there's probably other stores that we don't know about because we don't
Yeah.
live there. I wonder if they're like in Randall's and remember all the weird ones we used to have in Phoenix and Colorado Springs?
we didn't have Randall's in Phoenix.
We had Randall's in
We
Phoenix.
had fries.
But we also
Kroger.
had occasional Randall's. What was in
Chuck,
Colorado?
is there a Randall's there? I've never heard of a goddamn.
Was Randall's
Sprouts?
Colorado Springs then?
No, that was still owned by Kroger.
That was King Super.
King Super.
But there's Randall's. I know I've
Never
seen
heard of it.
Randall's.
what you're
Maybe
talking
I'm
about.
thinking about my Texas A&M
She's making
days, but
shit up at this point. MyFamilySeasons.com. Go for it.
stupid. Okay, so this KFC gaming thing is kind of
All right, so Kentucky Fried Chicken. Now you're gonna have to go out and verify this shit.
I already looked. It's a real. So here's the thing. So I went out and looked. So let me.
Beth has looked to see, is this a real thing?
So it is on a real website. It's
KFC
on.
has created a gaming console
I don't.
that will keep your food. You on?
Yeah.
That will keep your food hot. Blow it up. Use your fingers and blow it up. Blow it up. There you go. A gaming console that will keep your food hot.
Your chicken specifically.
Your fried chicken.
Your chicken fingers. Your fried chicken. Your grilled chicken.
What's the gaming console called?
Um.
I'm so hungry.
Cookmaster. Oh, and that's the website. Cookmaster Technology is the website that it's on. And I did actually go to the website, and it is there. Now, I didn't spend a lot of time looking for a price. I could not find a price, but here's more pictures of it.
What is it?
It is.
What does it play? Does it play just
I
like
don't know.
chucking chick? That sounds terrible. I can't even say that out loud.
Chuckin' Chickens?
Yeah, no, that sounds terrible.
But I did love in the article, this is the part that cracked me up the most, this part right here. This isn't the first strange business venture for KFC. The
No, they
company
just did
teamed
that
up
movie.
with
We talked
Lifetime
about this
for
like a
a
little
holiday
bit.
mini
Yeah.
movie, A Recipe for Seduction, starring Mario Lopez as the hunky Colonel Sanders.
Right.
Which I didn't know, and I'm not. I'm kind of. You brought it up, but I thought it was like a ha ha.
Oh, that's right. I remember.
Parody.
And I told you, and I was like,
And you're like, no,
they
it was
actually
really
was
on
Lifetime.
Lifetime. And I was like,
Yeah.
what? Okay, first of all, why is Lifetime running this? Second of all, why did they have a Hispanic KFC, Colonel Sanders, when he's obviously Colonel Sanders is a
Right?
white boy?
Yeah.
To the Hispanic woman, so I can say that. But so yeah, so it's it says, I mean, I never got confirmation if it's real or not because I could not find a price,
Guys,
but it
go out
is
and look it up.
definitely
It's
on
there.
that website.
I mean, it's absolutely out there. Beth, post the link when you get a chance later on because it's kind of funny. And I was like,
Post a link to the article?
post a link to the article, and that way people just can go
Oh, yeah.
Google it. I don't know.
I'll do it right
Fucking, you know what? People are getting people. Yeah, those.
Use your
Jesus,
words.
Can I talk?
now. Use your words.
So I have a gaming. I got her some games.
I did. I got three
Three
games.
games for Christmas. That was kind of a fun thing. Beth's into like Lego games and.
I'm into platform games.
Platform
like
games,
I
yeah.
like, yeah.
So I got.
I got a
what was the
couple.
other
I
one
got,
that you?
the full Harry Potter, I think.
Got you that. I got you the Captain
And then
Marvel
Crash Bandicoot.
and Crash Bandicoot. But I have a video game chair that I use for work because it actually is more comfortable than any work like ergonomic bullshit chair that I could find. It's got little vibrating cushions in it and all that shit, right?
Oh, I didn't use that.
Well, yeah, you got to hook it all up. But nonetheless, like if you have people that invest in doing those sorts of things, right? And paying, I didn't spend
So
that
you
much.
can.
But you'd buy a video game. If I could connect that to a USB out of the PlayStation, right?
That's what I'm wondering. Like, is it
I wonder if
its own
that's what it
gaming
is.
console,
And
or
then
does it
now you have
go
a pizza
to?
warmer, chicken warmer that runs off a USB. Maybe that's what it is.
I don't know.
'Cause that
but
just makes sense.
They were like, "Why
at this
let your
point.
food get cold while you're playing your game?"
You know those kids just fucking
Oh.
slamming Mountain Dew Reds, Code Reds, whatever
Big
they
Reds,
are.
not Code Reds. Big
Mountain
Reds.
Dew Code Red.
Oh, I didn't even know that was a thing.
Big Red is a thing in Texas. That's shit you feed the pigs when you want them to come in so you can shoot them all.
That is not. I mean, you can do that, but that is not what people do with
That's
it normally.
absolutely
A lot of
what you
people
do
drink
with
it.
Big Red.
I remember
'Cause
when
it
I
is
lived in Phoenix and I had friends
disgusting.
from San Antonio. When they would come home with cases of Big Red.
And their teeth all fell out and they died of diabetes.
So judgy, Lamont.
They literally died of diabetes.
They did not. Shut up and move on.
You sure?
Yes.
They're COVID patients right now. We're going to get flagged for fucking COVID.
I was
Damn it.
like,
Screwed that all up.
you're a hot mess.
Whatever.
Oh yeah.
Link 2020 in photos. She's got some photos of 2020.
So
It's
of
just gonna
course
be
you guys
COVID
know
patients.
it's the end of the year, right?
Yep.
So everything Google right now is what was da 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 in 2020? What was da 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 in 2020? And so this is the biggest the most iconic pop culture moments.
There's
in
no such thing
2020.
as Randall's in Phoenix, dude. I lived there fucking 20 years. Beth's making
Who else
shit
said
up.
Randall's?
Chuck and Ruben both said there's no such thing as
There
Randall's.
is a Randall's.
Not in
R8.
Phoenix.
All right, fine. I will find out where it's at.
I lived there for 20 years.
Suck me,
woman.
all three of you.
You know what's good? The audio is sounding pretty good, and the video isn't skipping. I think I did something right this time.
Miracles do exist.
Knocking
All right,
on the
so
door.
turn on the thing. I'm going to show you the
Turn
pictures.
on your thing. Blow it up.
So here is the first one.
Okay,
It's-
who's that?
who's that?
Is that Bradley Pitt?
No, it's Brad.
Pitt and Jennifer Aniston.
Yes, Brad. But you said
Jesus.
Bradley, and it made me think of Bradley Cooper.
I know, I was fucking.
Brad Pitt and Jennifer Aniston. And I love how they're like.
Jay Anus, as Ross Patterson calls him.
I love how they're like
Jay
the
Anus.
reunion. Be quiet,
Jay Anus.
Greg.
Ma'am. No dead time on a podcast.
Yeah, be quiet. Jennifer Aniston and Brad Pitt reunion. I'm like, really? They ran into each other and they said hello. Let's not make it a reunion.
Dude, I think they're
Um,
getting back together and they're banging already.
Kobe Bryant dies.
That was terrible. motherfucking
This
helicopter
one,
pilot
Henry
was-
Weinstein sentenced, and I'm like, yeah, this whole
He
Walker
should be
thing didn't.
getting
This whole
butt
Walker
raped
thing didn't help him
right
whatsoever.
about now.
Megxit happened.
Yeah,
you
nobody
think-
gives a
Do you think
flying
everybody in Britain
shit.
hates her?
You know what the thing is? I don't think anybody in Britain gives a flying fuck.
I don't know. They
But
love their royals.
They just got like I don't know if it was $100 million, some crazy fucking Spotify deal, right? $100 million, something crazy like that, right? And it's just fucking retarded. Whatever. They're like, we're going to leave it all behind, and we're just going to ride his coattails because she's not at all impressive.
I've only seen her in a Hallmark movie once. And then I guess she was in some Suits or something.
Yeah, and she is not an impressive woman. She's not actually that.
She's pretty.
She's pretty.
She's attractive. I shouldn't say pretty. She's attractive.
I like you better.
Aw, brownie points, even though you
I
had to
win.
say that. Billie Eilish, sweeping the Grammys. What's funny is a lot of this stuff happened
She
before
deserves
COVID.
that, and because that woman
She's really talented.
is amazing.
Yeah, she's really talented.
I wish she'd turn up the goddamn volume on her songs, though.
Why? That's what the
Because when
radio
you're in
volume
the
is for.
car and you're driving, you can barely.
I disagree
I'm like,
with
what
you.
in the F? Fuck.
I hear her just fine.
No.
Anyways,
Nobody can hear her.
The Super Bowl and halftime this year was.
Oh, we were talking about that earlier. Shakira. J-Lo sucked. Shakira was awesome.
I thought they were both
Nope,
good.
J-Lo was a pile of shit.
You know, I'm gonna stick with my Latina girls and say they both rocked
Nope,
it.
Shakira was crazy. And then she's in the Black Eyed Peas song.
She's not in the Black Eyed Peas. The Black Eyed Peas no longer
she's
have.
in the song.
There's several people that are in their various albums.
She's in that Black Eyed Peas video, and it was fucking rad.
Okay. Parasite makes Oscar history.
Don't give a fuck.
I've never seen it. Have you
It's a
seen
terrible movie.
it? First and worst reality TV dating
No.
shows.
Get that shit show out of here.
These are top. These are top.
Tiger King.
Took our minds off COVID.
It didn't take our minds off shit.
Zoom reunions, which I thought was funny.
Nope, terrible. I do that every
The
single
Last
day at work.
Dance fills void of sports. I guess that's the
What?
That's his story, right?
Does anybody remember any of that? No, nobody
But
remembers.
it was a
any of
perfect
that.
substitute for sports being gone.
The Last Dance.
I think it was.
What in the fuck was that?
It's about him. It's about Michael Jordan.
Oh, the Jordan doc.
Yeah.
Why didn't they just call it the Jordan doc?
Because it's called The Last Dance.
It's better if they just call it the Jordan doc.
You're mighty opinionated
Yep.
tonight. Celebrities protest.
Yep. Don't care.
Hamilton.
Don't care.
Surprise music. WAP.
Yeah, that's the shit they're singing out back right now on karaoke. Fucking
and
awesome.
award
It's a bunch
shows
of
return.
Little white 14-year-old
And Lady
kids.
Gaga in her true fashion, back to wearing strange things.
Yep, don't care.
Schitt's Creek, which also started a
Which
conversation.
so you started watching that this week. I haven't watched it.
No, not this week. I watched it. It was a couple months ago. I can't
really?
remember why.
Was that at the ranch or something?
No, we might have been on vacation. Trying to remember,
You
but
don't
I
go on vacation.
drink your beer. I watched two or three episodes, and it was funny. It was good, and a lot of people swear by it, and it won a ton of Emmys. And I think they just wrapped up their last season. I think they just wrapped up their 8th and final season. I don't know her name, but the mom I was telling you, I found a meme or something that somebody put on Instagram of all the words she uses in the show that they're like, we need to make these words real words because
do you
they're
have any
so.
examples? Do you remember any? You don't have to look them up. That's okay.
I don't
no,
off the top of my head.
That's fine.
The election was
Don't
the
give a
last
shit
one.
about those fuckers. No, it's good.
But yeah, so yeah, I mean, it was kind of interesting to see, like,
There's
look through these.
so many fucking weird things you could go over, like how many people have died,
Wow.
and not from COVID. You know, like famous people have died this year. There's like been randos, like people.
Well, there are every year. They're
and
just
that's kind of. It's just I think one of the weird things is like we've been so hyper focused on
we're
like,
so
media.
yes, exactly
year
that we feel like
that
it's more when it's not.
It's really
the
not.
same.
People just kind of die.
Yeah,
Like Sean Connery died.
I know.
That was sad.
It was
Alex
sad.
Trebek died. I actually like that guy probably more than Sean Connery at this point. Right? I mean, I love Sean Connery, but Alex Trebek, that bitch was in my house 5 days a week telling me I was wrong on 99% of the shit I was trying to answer.
Before we go on to the
Thought it was
Texas
so
story,
smart,
the other
and
thing
I
that
just
was
wasn't.
common that was also came up was like the most Googled topics.
Yeah.
Which was kind of interesting, and I'm just going to name a few. The list is forever, and I will put it out there
Did you do
because
just the U.S. list? Remember we talked about that?
it's
Or you
the
wanna
same
go to the
article.
big
No, it's all the U.S., babe. You weren't listening to me when I told you they're exactly.
We were eating cheeseburgers.
Gregory,
And I had jalapenos on mine. I was distracted.
you weren't listening.
No.
Yeah. So like they did general searches, news searches, actor searches, people searches. I still don't understand why Kim Jong-un was
Because
Kim
they thought the
Jong-un.
motherfucker was dead.
People
and
are probably
nobody-
trying to realize.
They're like, can anybody actually tell me if he dead? If you want a better search engine than most search engines that aren't going to have like...
oh, here's the funny one.
Duck, duck, go.
Definition search. WAP was the most.
You want me to tell you what it is?
I know what it is.
Wet
Everybody.
ass pussy.
Entanglement was the second biggest word people looked up.
Why? Like social entanglement, or like...
I don't know. It just says
What does that
entanglement.
mean?
It could probably be used in several different ways. Antebellum, and I'm pretty sure that is because that movie came out and people were like, "What the fuck is this
Is that
movie
the
about?"
Scary one?
I don't know if it's scary, but it's
Was that the one with like the doll thing?
no. That's the one where she's zooming around in all these time eras, and
Don't remember that one.
it's because it didn't look inviting. Pandemic was the fourth big word, and asymptomatic was the fifth biggest word searched on Google in 2020.
Because nobody knows what the fuck asymptomatic means. It means you have something.
You have-
You're a carrier
but
of
you don't
a disease.
have
like the
actual
bubonic plague.
symptoms. And then how to make searches, how to make hand sanitizer. Nobody besides
Get
liquor
a bottle
stores.
of booze. Put that shit.
How to
add
make a
some
face
horse-
mask with fabric.
I think all you do is add horse hooves.
Shut up.
Right? Grind those. Get a
how
horse.
to make whipped coffee, which again, it's a huge thing apparently, whipped coffee.
No, it's not a huge thing.
How to make a mask with a bandana, and how to make a mask without sewing.
Do you need... Isn't a bandana a mask?
It is not a bandana. Is not a mask. A bandana is a bandana.
Have we not watched 90 million cowboy robber movies? They go like this. Fucking magic, right? I'll do one on New Year's show.
No,
I'll
we don't need you to do one.
make
We
sure
know.
I'll demonstrate.
What's funny is maybe you should look it up and see if you're doing it right. That would be hilarious, actually.
No, these are people cutting them up and making them into little dumbass.
And then during coronavirus searches, best stock to buy during coronavirus was number 1. Dating during coronavirus, number 2.
what was the best stock to buy? Does it say?
It doesn't say, honey.
It's probably Amazon.com.
Dentists
probably Amazon.
open during COVID, which makes sense because no matter what time of year it is, if you got bad teeth, you got bad teeth. Unemployment during coronavirus and jobs hiring during coronavirus. But the list is
Miss Kamianka said
huge.
TikTok whipped coffee equals pandemic coffee. So good.
Is it good?
I don't know.
I'm
I've
not a
never
coffee
had it.
drinker.
I just drink
You
shit
should
tons of
try it,
coffee.
honey. You should try it
I should.
without making a huge mess in my house.
The woman can't like use a shaker of salt without getting salt all over my kitchen. And I call it my kitchen because it's more mine than hers.
Yeah, right. When was the last time you cooked a dinner?
Last night, evidently.
No.
I mashed potatoes,
You-
I cooked potatoes, I cut the potatoes, I made this primary.
You did the heavy lifting. I found all the information needed to make it delicious.
I swear to God.
But it's true though.
Fuck off. Meh.
So the
She
other,
still can't spray. And then she does this with Pam.
oh my Lord, I did not know this was a critique.
So, okay, this is your pan, right? If you're
See why-
watching the video,
See
I'm
why he's a
holding piece of
girl?
paper,
He's such a girl.
And you go
And
like this, and you go, shh, right? And you just point it kind of straight down. She goes like this because she needs the dramatic effect. She is the salt guy.
pot,
salts,
hi,
and he's like,
pot on
"Shh."
kettle.
It's like spray painting from fucking 30
Let me
feet
let
away
me
with-
just show everybody how dramatic you are.
Okay, let's see.
Comes in tonight. The living room lamps are on.
There's 2 little lamps on
There's
my
2 lamps
entire
that are all
house.
that's ever on, and you're like, why are there absolutely no lights on in this house? I was like, bitch, there are 2 lamps. There are obviously lights on, and you just
The whole house, we could
just
be
kept-
robbed.
kept going, and I was like,
There's
listen,
no
little
lights
girl.
on.
Listen, little girl, you need to. You need
don't
to.
even know. This is how we are on a daily basis, by the way. If you don't know us and you're just coming into the show,
No, we're not.
this is fuck yeah, it absolutely is. What are you talking about? You literally just said what I absolutely just said. I'm not just validating.
Mostly because you're high maintenance and you require these conversations
Fuck
to
off.
happen.
I'm not high
You are
maintenance.
so high maintenance, babe.
Why am I high maintenance?
Because you're a chick, first of
Eat
all.
shit.
Yeah, okay.
Cheers. I love you.
Cheers. I love you too.
Fucker.
You're such a girl.
Go to bed. Cheers to you guys as well.
Cheers.
We're all
So
gonna make it. Remember,
the last
we're
big
all
one,
in this together.
the last big one.
Yep.
There is a ranch being sold here
Oh,
in
dude,
Texas.
if you're gonna move to Texas, right? If you're gonna move to Texas, The only way you can move here, save up your fucking money because you're going to want to buy this fucking
I
thing.
mean, I even thought maybe we could go in with friends, halvesies. We need
340 friends that are
can
millionaires.
To buy this 340.
No, we need 600 friends that are millionaires because you don't want to be completely poor. If you only got like 1 million, easily $1 million.
No, I don't want 600 friends on this ranch. Although there is enough space that we can
enough space on this fucking property. All right.
This ranch is selling
$341 million.
$341 million.
Plug your shit in and share it. It's a $340 million ranch.
It's approximately
in Texas.
266,255 acres.
All right, let's see some pics of this bitch.
It actually is. Well, it doesn't have a lot of pictures. It just has. It actually is 3 ranches.
Okay.
In 3 different counties.
Okay.
Because that's how fucking big it is.
How big was it? That's what she said.
266, 255.
266.
So basically 267,000 acres.
So you're only allowed to move to Texas if you can buy this ranch.
It's called the 4-6 Ranch or 6666.
So 4 6s.
And it comprises of 3 separate ranches, but they're selling it only as 1 unit.
So
you
gotta
have to have $346 million. So that's when I was like, I mean, if we could just get like 300 friends to buy in with us, I mean.
I don't know 340.
I don't have
340 millionaire friends.
I mean, it's just.
I know maybe a
and
couple
then we were
of
like,
people.
And then we were thinking, so he had to have acquired this property over time.
No, this is a familial.
I guess
kind
it's a
of
very
like
historic
down.
ranch,
Yeah.
but
you said it had never been on the market before, right?
It was established 150 years ago.
So it's never been on the market.
No.
Wonder why they're selling it now.
Probably
That's kind
because
of
kids and stuff don't want it, maybe, or they are ready to.
What in the fuck?
Maybe they're ready to.
If you have a family ranch that's worth 340
but maybe they don't have.
You have like 100 billion in the back.
You don't know that.
Bullshit.
I wonder if it has a lot of like taxes and high maintenance, and you need crews, and you have to feed animals.
Yeah, you've got all of that.
Maybe they don't want to do it anymore.
Spoiled fucking rich kids. Gonna go out there and
don't judge.
Become Instagram stars.
Don't be judgy. But so like
go check it out. Beth will post this out. We'll have
here's
her post
the one picture of like
if
one
you're
of the
on
ranches.
Instagram or Spotify or
I mean,
iTunes
look
or
at the
Spotify.
beauty of like those deer, man. And there's a horse, and then it shows some of the land. It has like
beautiful property. I mean, it's insane.
And then it shows like a horse cattle drive that was happening. That was really happening in Texas, guys. But it's just really pretty.
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple of them out there. Miss Kimbianka saying there's actually 2 huge ranches for sale.
Just so you know, don't feel bad if he screws up your name because he screws up everybody's name.
It's all good though.
So yeah, I mean,
hey, go give us if you're watching out on the show, whatever, go out and give us a like on YouTube's. We appreciate it. If you can, if you want or you would like to, go give us a write up on iTunes.
Yeah, give us some thumbs. Give us some love.
If you don't like the show, I don't give a shit. We got the first day I ever uploaded onto this thing was skip it all over
live.
the place.
First time we ever went live.
Skip
on
it all
YouTube.
over. We got a thumbs down.
We got a thumbs down, and I was like,
it's all good. Who gives a shit?
I don't even like you.
We do this for us, right?
Yeah, fuck you.
Fuck you, people.
Fuck you and your thumbs down. Only like me if it's a thumbs up. Otherwise, keep your comments to yourself.
Shit to yourself.
Just kidding.
Not really entertainment. So, hey, we watched Christmas Story. Everybody watched Christmas Story.
I know. And I actually, because we were so busy, I think it was on for about 6 hours.
So
I played multiple through because we were busy.
It was awesome. No, and that's like my favorite show. Kind of.
It's tradition now for you and me because I think it started playing 24 hours right about the time that we got married.
It was on the night before. Remember, like, we were up wicked late, like getting shit done.
Yeah, and you're like, it's on. I was like, nope, we got to watch it on
But it
Christmas
was
Day,
on,
and we got to
saw it.
start it from the beginning.
And yeah, we started it at the beginning on
1
Christmas
p.m. on Christmas afternoon.
Yeah, and we started watching it. It was just kind of on in the background. And
I think finally around 7 o'clock, I changed it. I was like, I'm Christmas storied out for the year.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
But as you come and go through the room, it was fucking.
It was awesome.
Yeah. Then we started watching. This was earlier in the week, right? This is an interesting one. So there's another show out, right?
On Netflix.
And I've mentioned how I've watched like
every nation you watched a show from.
Different international movies or shows, right?
Like entertainment venues
from all
of
over
some sort.
Denmark and Russia and all these places.
Yeah.
So we
Scandinavia.
Yeah, we watched one. It's called excuse me.
Sweet Home.
It's on Netflix. It's called Sweet Home, and it's a Korean. And I'm gonna.
How did I let me say? Hey, he was like, how would you describe what it is? I was like, apocalyptic zombie mutant cell changing, people eating, never dying monsters, and trapped in your home.
Right.
Which is a high rise apartment complex.
Right. So if you check this movie out,
it's very reminiscent of a video game.
It's a show. It's like a series, right?
Yeah.
So it's based off of, I think they call it
a
webtoon.
Webtoon, yes.
Right? So it's interesting, and like the graphics are pretty good. Like sometimes there's a little hinky graphic here.
The graphics for the monsters are pretty incredible.
Yeah.
And they've done a pretty good job outside of the first one, kind of making it, because remember at the end of the first one, it kind of was like video game cartoony at the end, where they showed all the creatures taking over.
Almost.
It's got a good storyline from like the main character.
Some of the characters are kind of like a little bitchy. Like
I mean, some of the characters I'm like, dude, I would back like that one little man that owns grocery store. I would have kicked his ass out to the monsters
that's not much to figure out. We're not giving away.
No, but I would have kicked his out to the monsters a long time ago. The bad guy is a good guy. In his
it's
heart,
just interesting.
You know.
If you're bored and you don't have anything to watch,
yeah, we watched like 4 of them.
Yeah,
on
go check it out.
Christmas Eve of
it's
all.
Like 40 minutes.
It's probably not necessarily Christmas Eve material, but fuck it,
we were
tired.
Did it. We were just sitting on the couch.
We needed, and we thought it was gonna be mindless, and then both of us were like, I didn't even read through it. That's how good it was.
Yeah.
So
go check that out. It's kind of a fun
and so as we were coming online, there is a preview out for season 2 of The Witcher, and Jason Momoa is in this season. I don't know how. I don't know. I don't know. I haven't watched the. Literally, it was when we were coming online that I was like, yes.
I
want to watch it again.
We probably should, because it's been
a while,
a year now.
Yeah, and it's not and I don't think it's coming out till 2022.
Okay. Oh yeah.
I think
if I'm not to catch up on The Witcher.
If I'm not mistaken, I think it's 2022.
Right.
But hello, 2 hotties. I mean, it's gonna be a good show.
You think he's gonna be bad, or you think he's been good?
I don't know. I'm pretty sure everybody.
It'd be cool if they were like kind of. I don't. They don't.
If they were buddy in arms kind of thing.
Like 2 big badasses just going around kicking the shit
I don't
out
know,
of everybody.
Though.
Versus like, do they have to always be
enemies
like alter
like,
ego kind of like? Yeah.
What are they called when you don't like each other? Nemesis.
Yeah. I don't think that necessarily, because then The Witcher. It's called The Witcher. Like you don't want The Witcher. Jason Momoa. I mean, he's got a kind of an interesting show.
Where
Netflix,
he's like,
and he's like a fur and all these.
I've never seen that.
Go out and look at it. It's kind of an interesting one.
I swallowed wrong.
You're gonna make it. Don't die.
It's not COVID.
COVID.
You watched that one, right?
Yeah.
And you said it was pretty gory, right?
It's pretty gory. It's interesting. Yeah, and it came out, I don't know, a couple years ago. It's pretty interesting.
And I don't do gore a lot of times. Like even when there were a couple gory things in a Sweet Home, I was like, and I'm looking away.
Right.
Okay, tell me when it's over. So what's your feel good, bud? Bud. Did I just call you what my dad called you? I called you Bud.
I don't know. But why are we freezing?
Chuck said, I gave the show 2 in the pink and 1 in the stink. Oler.
Why are we freezing?
Oh,
we're going to figure this out right now.
It's probably internet based because I'm clocking.
Yeah, I see that. Hey, we're trying, guys. I'm going to drop it down a little bit here. If my internet just died, I'm going to be pissed. Anyway, I just dropped down the audio or the video down a little bit. We'll see.
All right. So we're almost done. So let's talk about your feel good.
Yeah, absolutely. So feel good. My feel good today. So I've actually got 2 now. So the police officers, obviously we saw those guys a little bit ago, right? The police officers that evacuated the area in Nashville, those guys are fucking heroes. They didn't stop and didn't take a minute.
Were they weren't hurt, were they?
Nope.
Okay.
Well, one of them they felt the impact when the blast happened, but they were just out of range. And the other one is Ian and their family across the street.
Okay.
They just got back from their Breckenridge trip, and I had a few minutes to talk to him right before the show came on, and I'm super happy that their family got to have some time away. They've had a really hard year, and we've talked about that. We haven't talked about a lot of it, but they've had a really hard year. And I think it's really, really important to take a few if you're having a hard time, take some time.
Make some new
away.
memories. Yeah.
Make some new memories. And that was one of the conversations he and I had. And he made that happen. And he got to have a fucking awesome time. The girls got to have an amazing time. And that was kind of, just talking to him for 15 minutes made kind of, I was like happy as shit.
Good. I'm glad.
You know?
I'm
So
glad.
that's my
I asked you
good.
about him every day. Okay, what are they doing today?
Yep.
Are they having fun?
Absolutely. What's yours?
I'm glad
Puppy
it
love.
worked. Oh, so this was near and dear to my heart because you guys may or may not know this, but our golden doodle Lucy was sort of a rescue. We took her and her sister off somebody who was not prepared for dog ownership.
Yep.
Well, the story I found was a sister and a brother were reunited. Like they have homes and they live 500 miles apart and they hadn't seen each other in a couple years. But the minute they brought them back together, they knew who each other were and they were just super happy and super it was a feel good. It made me happy. I love puppies. I love anything about puppies.
Right.
And it reminded me of when we moved back to Texas and Lucy got to meet up with her sister Jersey at a golden doodle
little run,
play hour.
Romp.
Golden Doodle romp. And they immediately recognized each other and were so excited and played for hours or an hour and a half that day,
hours,
and so it made me smile. I thought it was cute.
Yeah,
I'll post it because they're
good,
also very good looking dogs.
Do. So, hey, real quick, one thing we like to do, if this is one of the first times you've dialed it or watched our show or listened to our show, we do kind of a fun little Today in History. So this one's, I was looking for some shit. Right, and I'm looking
crazy
across.
release this
Yeah, hang on.
Christmas.
Don't give it away. So I was looking through some shit, and I normally come up with somebody's random birthday or I do something like that, right? And this one came up, and I was like, oh, yeah, this is perfect for our show. All right. The Exorcist was released the day after Christmas, today, in 1973. That's the most fucked up thing. They're like, yeah, baby Jesus' birthday yesterday. We're going to drop the goddamn Exorcist.
We're bringing the devil in the world.
I said the GD word. We're going to drop that the next day after baby Jesus' birthday.
Crazy.
I probably shouldn't say baby Jesus and GD at the same time.
Yeah.
Whatever.
You probably wouldn't appreciate
Marys
that.
And we'll do all okay. But who picks that? And I was thinking about this. Who picks that day? I was like, the ultimate marketing person in the world.
Yeah.
Is the dude that picked that. Or
That's
the
funny.
woman, whoever it was.
All right.
It's pretty crazy.
That is crazy.
Right? Think about his head spinning around. That thing, I think it cost like a few $1 million
I have no
to
idea.
make.
I've only seen it once.
$200 million
and I only saw it as
in
an
a year.
adult. And it wasn't as scary, but I probably, because I was an adult and I've seen way scarier movies since then. But it was still repulsive in some places.
It was awesome.
And every time I see pea soup, I'm like, Exorcist! That's some branding right there. That's some damn good branding.
So, New Year's coming up. Get your shit together.
You get to plan New Year's. I figured out Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. I figured out Thanksgiving. New Year's is you, Bubba.
What are you talking about?
You're going to figure out what we're going to eat. You're going to figure out what we're going to watch.
I'm the one that got prime rib. I'm going to cook prime rib.
I'm the one that said prime rib, and I'm the one that walked up to it in Costco and was like, hey, look, let's do this.
She's giving herself way too much credit.
Shut up.
Jesus. Hey, so get that liver in shape. Drink some water. Get all your stuff together.
Get some rest.
Get some rest. We got New Year's Eve
Hopefully you
coming
guys have
up.
some time off coming up this week.
Yeah.
So
take a couple days, take a couple hours, whatever you get, So I like to say something that's called Make the Fire. We started talking about this a few weeks ago. And it's basically go out of your way and do something that basically
for someone else.
For somebody else, yeah.
That'll make their day.
Right. And it really came back to, as Beth asked me to make a fire in our fireplace. And I was like, nah, I don't really want to make a fucking fire. It's out of the way and we got shit to do. And I was like, you know what? I gotta make the fire.
And
right?
did it not make me the happiest? Like
it
the
literally
simple
did.
thing
It was a
just
simple
made my
thing.
day.
If you can find something simple to do for somebody, go try and make something.
Do something
simple.
nice for someone.
Make the fire. So
it'll make you feel good
fired.
too.
If you can find something that you can do or you can share that with other people, great. Be good to each other. Hey, Ian, come get a beer. Cheers to Evan Haley. We miss you, of course. Thanks to military first responders. Without you guys, we can't do any of this shit. And that's it. You guys,
Cheers.
Good night. We will catch you.
We'll see you right before New Year's.
Right before? Yeah,
right before.
Wednesday-ish, something like that.
All right. Love you guys. Have a great rest of the weekend. Cheers.
Later.